I think my favorite thing about camp is probably just like lot time. Like that is the beginning of camp, and so all the kids are outside running around, and I think that that's something that like everyone can do. Like you don't have to be a professional to like play with kids. I think that that is just really where you get to know the kids and you get to know their names and you get to ask them about like the day before, like what was your favorite part about yesterday? Like what's your favorite part about camp? And I think that that's just a time to be really intentional.
Specifically, the thing that sticks in my mind is worship. We had one activity where we had all the kids get on their knees during worship, and just watching the kids on their knees with their eyes closed and their hands raised worshiping God was so cool and just impacted me so much. And it really challenged me in my faith and how I worship, because getting on my knees, I wouldn't say is something I do a lot with that much commitment to it. And so watching the kids do it just because we asked them, and right in that moment, worshiping God was really, really cool, and has changed the way that I look at worship.
I think the children impact me the most in just the way that they come to camp with smiles. Like they're always so full of joy, like despite the things that are going on at home. So like as interns, you hear a lot of things about different kids and their family lives and like what they may not have or what they just can't afford, or just there's just so many different things as far as like family and like who's there and who's not there and like just what's happening, but they still come to camp with smiles. Like they don't have bad attitudes and they're like not sitting around feeling sorry for themselves. And I think that that's something that is so easy to do, just to have a bad attitude and be so mad at the world, but like these kids come and they are just so full of joy, and I think that that is just truly God. Like at this camp, there are like no worries, and they just are here to play and, you know, learn about Jesus and really grow in that. And so I think that that is my favorite part, just because that challenges me also. Just like, why are you feeling sorry for yourself? Like they're so full of joy, so like why can't you do that when things are pretty good, you know?
I think God challenged me through my relationship with Him. I think up until New Orleans, it didn't really set in that I could have a relationship with Him and that I could look at Him as a father and a provider. And I think whenever I went, I just had a lot of weird, gross attachments with my life, and I didn't know what to do with them, and I wanted to get rid of a lot of like those weird things. And so I like took action through God's grace and mercy, and He just really blessed it so much. I know that if I didn't take those actions, like God and I would not be as close as we are now. I know it's still growing, and I am really appreciative of it, and I think this past summer I will always remember the love that I started to grow in myself for God.